Anyway, me and a friend of mine, Janae, had gotten on a discussion on how to really cook a squash the right way. She says that she microwaves it, and I wanted to show her the correct way of doing it. So the first step is, take your oven and put it on 350 degrees, turn it on. I like to make sure nothing's in there. And I'll get to the next step here in a second. Okay, so the next step is to take this thing. You want to make the north and south, cut into it, just so it breathes right. So, north and south, and east and west hole. Put it into it. Careful not to cut yourself. I know I'm holding the knife kind of weird. Anyway, you do not cut it open. You just take it, and now that your oven's starting to warm up a bit, up to 350 degrees, you just put it on a cookie sheet and pop it right in there. Careful that it doesn't roll out off the cookie sheet. Okay, so now what I did is I actually let that cook for about 45 minutes. What you want is you want the skin to appear kind of glossy. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of glossy looking, almost like it's got a level of clear coat on it, and it'll be squishy. You know what I mean? Even through the skin, it'll be a little squishy. Probably how it got the name squash. Anyways, what you want to do, careful now because it's hot. Okay, so you want to take it and you want to cut it right in half. Okay, like I said, careful because it's going to steam and everything else is going to come out of there. Okay, so you cut right through it, and that's not that sharp and good. And you'll see that I haven't cleaned it yet, you know, as far as like seeds and stuff in it go. So what you want to do is you want to just scoop them seeds out, and then unless you like to bake those seeds, which I'm not a big fan of, these pumpkin seeds are cool, but not this stuff. Sorry, garbage is kind of full there. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to just scoop all that gut stuff out of there. Scoop it all out. I'll end up with a real nice pit in there. Okay. Should have grabbed a sharper wooden spoon. I got some sharp ones. I'd actually have to use a fork in there a little bit to get the stuff out. So I'll get the fork sitting right here. I just use it for my potatoes as I cook them. So I'll just try to get all that seed and all that stringy stuff out of there. Okay. I'm sure you know about this part, don't you, Janae? Probably already know about all this part. So get all this stuff out. Okay. By the way, Janae, remember I was super excited because it was the season for these? It's my first one of the season right here. This stuff is so yummy. So, you just see all that steam coming off there? Wow, she's hot. Hot. So just dig all that guts and crap right out of there. Okay. I'll just switch out the wooden spoon a little bit here. The wooden spoon is a little better about getting stuff. Okay, now, remember what I told you today about, this one's got a deeper pit in it, but remember what I told you to do? You want to take that stuff there and pretty much like fill those crevices pretty full of butter, or margarine, whatever you got handy. So yeah, put a lot of that on there. If you get a little bit on the up here, it doesn't matter. Put a little bit up there. That one's got a pretty deep cavern, so I'm not going to fill it full. This one over here, I'll just take her and fill it right on up. Now, this stuff's going to end up doing is some of the butter will disappear, as you already know. Oh wow, look, it's already getting all melted. So, next step after this, before you put it back in, by the way, I don't know why I turned off my oven. You want to leave that turned on. 350 degrees still. And I usually just do this part by hand because I don't mind getting sticky. Hands are washable. Just take it and, yeah, that's right, fill that right on up the rest of the way with brown sugar there. That brown sugar probably where some of the butter goes, is it keeps it from burning all over the place, and you want to just kind of even cover some of the outside there with it like that, some of that meat, Just take that like that. Okay. Next step after this, make sure everything's out of the way so we don't have no mistakes going on. And right on up, stick it right back in the oven for about another 15-20 minutes until that stuff's completely melted and glazed over, and she'll be ready to eat. Okay, so in between, every once in a while, I like to grab a scoop of this stuff out and kind of go around it. Can you see there? I don't know if you can see in there that good. Well, it's still in the hot oven. That'll help glaze it a little bit better. Just thought I would put that little piece in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, my potatoes are looking good. Those are just about done. I know you're not a meat eater, but I'm having squash, baked or fried potatoes, and ham. I know everything sounds good but the ham, right? To you, because you guys are vegetarian, but I like my ham. Okay. So I pulled them out now. It's only been maybe 15 minutes at most since we put them in the first time. When I opened it up and glazed them the first time, probably like 5, 7, 8 minutes, something like that. Anyway, this one's got a lot more than the other one, so I'm going to still some of it. Next steps are just to do this a few more times, just to go over it, glaze it while it cools. And this stuff will end up totally like glazed over, crusted over, and will be absolutely delicious. You'll love it. So I forgot there's a seed in there, stuff floating around. So obviously didn't get them all out. That's okay. We'll take that out right now. So yeah, that's usually what I do. Is I'll just sit here and kind of mess around with it a little bit while it's cooling. Just glaze it all up. Glaze it all the way around the sides, over all that, what they call the meat, right? Glaze it all up here. And you'll notice that your stuff in the middle will get less and less as you're doing this, because it's going over. It looks like, as you're doing it, looks like it's all just going back towards the middle, but you realize once it starts getting less and less. No, it's actually sticking on. It's actually glazing. So, and I'll do that till nearly almost all the fluid's gone. We'll just glaze her right on up. So, just about like that. There she is. She's all done. That's how you do it, Janae. Right there. That's what we talked about. Exactly how you do it. So, anyway, careful. You know, I used to be a cook, so I used to burn myself a lot so I can handle a lot of heat. You probably couldn't handle do this, but pretty much I would have to say my dinner right here is all complete. So, with the exception of one thing. So I got one more thing I like to get. It's for my potatoes. This right here. This is some crazy stuff I built right here. Now, being vegetarian today, you can even eat this if you could handle it. But I remember you were telling me the story about the girl and the chips and the hotness, and you know, like you couldn't handle the chips because they were cooked in the same oil. But this right here is a little concoction I made. It's oranges, lemon, salt, and habanero. And it's spicy, but not like habanero normally would be. But the weird thing is due to the fact of the lemon juice that's in it, I think that's what did it to it. It jellified. Pretty weird. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Actually, you know, anybody can watch this. I'm going to leave it open for just about anybody, but this really was for my buddy Janae. So, okay. Check you later, guys. Bye.